In this video, I'm going to do an unboxing of the Lenovo ThinkPad X131e Chromebook. So let's get to it. Now recently, I purchased a 14-inch HP Chromebook, and you can check out the unboxing of that Chromebook by clicking the link at the end of this video. I wanted to try out this system because I like Lenovo products, and it's one of the more powerful Chromebooks on the market. So I got this Chromebook off of eBay for $241.49 shipped. And that's a pretty good deal because this Chromebook generally goes for about $400 brand new. And it's primarily for the education market. And I actually think it's probably one of the best choices for the education market right now because it is such a rugged Chromebook. It's probably the most rugged Chromebook available. If you're familiar with Lenovo products, you know that they make very durable laptops. And this one is no different. So let's get this box open. Let me grab my trusty cutter here. Now the person who listed this on eBay said that this was in very good condition. So hopefully that's the case. Seems to be packed pretty well. Here's the Chromebook itself. Let's put that to the side. Power adapter. And I think that is everything. So let's start with the more mundane of the two. Let's go with the power brick here. There we go. Lenovo power brick. Looks pretty standard for Lenovo. You have the nice little Velcro strip that keeps everything together, and I think this is their standard plug. Alright, let's get to the main event here. It's packed very well, so that's always good to know. So that was packed really well, and the device looks actually to be in really good condition. So this is a ThinkPad, as you see here, the branding, the ThinkPad branding, and it's very Lenovo, the way this looks. It's a matte black, it's plastic, and this actually has a rubber bumper all the way around the lid here, which is actually really cool. Again, makes it very rugged, which is good for the education market because kids will beat on these things. Now up top here you actually have a light, and when this lid is open it's going to tell the teacher or the instructor, the professor, whoever, that the Chromebook is on. Now I don't know, I think it's actually a Wi-Fi light. So the professor is going to know if the student is online or not. Now I believe this is all plastic construction. On the bottom you have your 4 rubberized feet. You have venting here. A little sticky stuff I have to remove there, some sticker remnants there. You have a removable battery on this. Now some Chromebooks have a removable battery, some don't. And as is typical with many laptops with replaceable batteries, you can actually remove it with these latches here. Now the battery is a 5300 milliamp hour battery. If you want to access this device, you pull these 3 screws out and you can pull this entire access panel off of here. And it's right there. Now here it looks like you have a speaker grill, but I'll see when I actually turn on the device. It runs along the full length of the Chromebook. On the right of the Chromebook, you have your SD card reader here. You have an HDMI port. You have a USB 2.0 port, your power port, and a Kensington lock. On the back, you just have your hinge. On the left-hand side of the device, you have a VGA port, venting, and 2 USB 3.0 ports, which is nice. You also have an Ethernet port and a headphone and microphone jack right here. On the front, there's nothing. Now, if you're familiar with Chromebooks, when you open them up, it'll fire it up. I don't know if this has any charge left on it from the person who sold it to me, so we'll actually find out when we open this thing up. So let's see how that happens. There we go. Alright, there we go. Loading up Chrome OS. And the first thing you might notice is that, let's see how far back this goes. The first thing you might notice about this is that it has a matte screen. Now you'll find that a lot of Chromebooks are actually smaller machines. And like this one, they come with 11.6-inch screens. There are some Chromebooks that are a little bit bigger. My Samsung Series 5 550 is a 12.1-inch screen, and the original Chromebook had a 12.1-inch screen as well. The most high-end Chromebook, the Chromebook Pixel, has a 12.85-inch screen. But I'm really not a fan of the Chromebook Pixel. I haven't had one, and I haven't used one. But to me, it kind of goes against the whole mission statement of Chromebooks. It's too high-end, it's too premium. I almost feel like it's a luxury item, and I don't like that. I prefer the more down-to-earth models like this one. And then, of course, I have the HP Chromebook that has a 14-inch screen. And I'm going to be using that as my daily computer, believe it or not. But getting back to the Lenovo here, this is actually a recycled design. They sell a model of this device with Windows on it, but it does make a great little Chromebook. It's very sturdily built. Everything is matte. As I mentioned, the screen is matte, the finish is matte. You have your Lenovo branding, your X131e model number here. Of course, you have your Energy Star sticker there, and you have this thick rubber bumper all the way around the lid. You have a webcam up here, and then you have your light that corresponds with it over there. Now, most Chromebooks have the power button on the keyboard itself, but you have a dedicated power button right up here. Again, a recycled Windows machine. But it does not have a Windows keyboard. Instead of the Windows button, you have a search button. You do have a caps lock button on this device, which is something that is missing from most Chromebooks. Normally you have the search button in the spot of the caps lock. Up top here you have your Chrome-specific keys in the place of the function buttons. You have your back, your forward, your reload, your maximize, minimize, you're switching between windows there, your brightness, your volume controls, and a lock button there. Now this is a Lenovo laptop, and you wouldn't expect a Lenovo laptop without the little nub here, where you can actually control the pointer on the screen with it. You have your dedicated right and left mouse click buttons there, and then of course you have a trackpad down here, and the trackpad is clickable. It's a small trackpad. Most Chromebooks these days have much larger trackpads. As you can see here, this is part of the Edu series, again, Lenovo Education series. Intel inside. This device is running a 1.5 gigahertz Celeron processor. Now over here on the ThinkPad branding on the side there, you see a little red LED there on the eye. Now the webcam up here is an HD webcam. If you buy this brand new, you'll get 100 gigabytes of Google Cloud storage, and that's pretty much standard with any Chromebook that you buy. I don't know if that's going to be the case for me since I did buy this secondhand. As is standard with most Chromebooks, it has a 16 gigabyte SSD in it. So again, a Chromebook, mostly you're going to be using it with cloud storage, but you can store things locally if you'd like. This device supports dual-band Wi-Fi 802.11 A, B, G, and N. Now supposedly the battery life will last 7.5 hours. I've also heard 6 hours, so we'll see when I actually get to use it. It weighs 3.9 pounds, so it's actually got a little heft to it. For those of you outside of the US, that's 1.8 kilos. And it's 1.3 inches thick. Now the keyboard is classic Lenovo. You have their characteristic rounded bottom buttons there. And of course over here you actually have to have a mic on this machine, so that's where it's located. So that's the Lenovo ThinkPad X131e Chromebook. If you have any questions or comments, please post them down below. If you like what you see, please subscribe. And as always, if you want to help out my channel, give me a thumbs up or favorite this video. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.